What the heck is up, everyone? Why did I just say that? I feel like that sounded kind of dumb. Anyways, I'm back. It's been about a month. Without getting like too into why I've been gone, let's just say I was really unmotivated in like every aspect of life, not just YouTube. And I'm in school, so like I really had to put the little energy I had towards my academics. So I'm stupid and I like completely didn't introduce myself. I don't know why I didn't do that. But I'm Emma. If you're new here, I share the channel with my twin sister Sarah. I just woke up, so that's why I look like I'm dying. But yeah, I'm stupid. Don't know why I didn't introduce myself. Also, by the way, I am in my room in Portland right now. I'm literally here for like not even 24 hours because my brother is actually graduating high school today, so I'm just here for a little bit. Thought I'd film a video while I was here with my studio lights. But yeah, okay, so as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about everything I love and hate about every zodiac sign, but mostly hate because I'm a Gemini and Geminis hate everything. Okay, not really. I'm just following my stereotype today. Fun fact, I'm a twin and a Gemini. Gemini's symbols are the twin. Another one of the stereotypes is that Geminis are two-faced, but since I'm a twin, people always tell me like I'm one of the faces and Sarah's the other face. So like that rule doesn't apply to us. I don't know if that's true, but also it's a zodiac sign, so really you can make up your own rules. I didn't really start getting to zodiac signs until pretty recently, but that's because I used to think your sun sign was like the only thing and I didn't identify with my sun sign. But then I learned there's like a whole chart and like those can really affect who you are as a person too. I used to be very anti-zodiac sign, so yeah. But yeah, also, side note, don't get too offended by anything I say because it's just a zodiac sign. Not everyone fully fits their stereotypes. I definitely don't think I do. And there's so many things on your chart that like affect who you are, and it can totally make it different from your sun sign, which is what I'm talking about today. Okay, I'm rambling. Let's just get into the freaking video. So I'm just gonna go in order of the zodiac calendar, and it starts with an Aries. I'm also just gonna like start with the bad things about each and then end with the good because we want to end this on a positive note, and hopefully by the time I say the good stuff you've forgotten about the bad stuff. But yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, Aries. Oh, also another thing, side note, how many side notes do I have? This is not my own idea. I've seen so many people do this before, especially like Germbot. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's funny as hell, but he filmed one of these and this isn't my own original idea. Okay, so Aries. Aries have a fat ego. I'm sorry, but like sometimes y'all need to like get your ego stroked or else you feel like you're going to die. And it's very obvious. You don't hold it back well. In an argument, an Aries can be so wrong and have zero good points, but they will come at you with like an assertive power just to distract from how wrong they are because they want to be right so bad. And I think that comes from their big ego. They're just really competitive. They want to be right. They want to be the center of attention. Really, their ego is their main problem. But on the other hand, things that I like about an Aries is that their ego can make them pretty confident, therefore they're good in social situations, they keep the conversations flowing, they usually are pretty good friends, I'd say. They stick up for those that they care about. Yeah, I just think they're overall like pretty brave people because their ego gives them a confidence as well. I just think their ego can do harm and it can do good. You choose. Next is the Taurus. So the Taurus, their symbol is the bull, which as you could imagine means they're very hard-headed. They are stubborn as hell. Something I notice with a lot of Tauruses is that they act very impulsively on their emotions rather than using logic, which isn't always a good thing. And because of that, it's just like really hard for them to avoid conflict because they're so like emotionally invested. On the other hand of that, they're also pretty loyal people because their emotions are so strong, they really stick for what they believe in. I've never met a Taurus that isn't driven. Like they can be working as a garbage man, but they will still like get the job done. They won't complain too much about it and they're troopers overall. Okay, next is everyone's favorite, the Gemini. And I just want to say I'm gonna roast the hell out of Geminis because I am a Gemini, so I'm allowed to. I don't know, I have a love-hate relationship. They're Geminis, so that makes sense. I know a lot of Geminis. It's currently Gemini season and I swear for the past 2 weeks, every single day I get like that Facebook email like it's blah blah blah's birthday. So with that being said, it makes it hard for me me to stereotype Geminis because I feel like everyone's really different. One thing I do want to say is I don't know a lot of two-faced Geminis personally, but also I don't think Geminis want you to see their two-faced side, so like they hide it pretty well. I don't really know. Something bad about Geminis that I am going to admit that I do is overanalyze people a lot. Like their friend can do the most like harmless shit and they'll like find a reason for it to be wrong, you know? Another thing is they're the people that if they don't get invited to something, they'll like cry about it even if they weren't planning on going. Like they just want people to be thinking about them all the time and they get butthurt when they aren't being thought about. But for good things, I think Geminis are very creative people. They're fun to be around. I've heard like quite a few people say that Geminis are stereotyped as like the life of the party or fun to be around. I personally don't think I am, but like I've heard that, so I'm just gonna go with that one. I feel like they're pretty upfront with the people they care about. At least I am. Overall, I just think they're like, they keep things interesting. Let's just say that. Okay, next is the Cancer. Okay, I have a very love-hate relationship. I feel like there are two completely different types of Cancers, and the ones that are bad, they're bad. Something bad about them is that they can be very emotionally manipulative in my experience. If they like don't have their way, they're like kind of bitchy about it or like whiny. And honestly, I think they're faker than Geminis. Overall, I just think that they're very like emotional and whiny and like little babies. Like they'll just cry if they don't get their way. But then on the very opposite side of the spectrum, I think they can be like really nurturing people. Like I just said, they were babies, but sometimes they can be very like motherly and nice and accepting. They'll check in on you, they'll make sure you're doing good. They're very responsible people. Like, I don't know a single Cancer that's not like good at school. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about them. I like how so far everything I hate about each zodiac sign is like 2/3 of it, and then like 1/3 is what I actually like about them. Okay, next we got the Leo. Honestly, Leos are pretty neutral to me. Leos are kind of stereotyped as being a little bit egotistical, but like I don't see that really. I don't know. I think they're definitely leaders in a group. Everyone will kind of like cling on to a Leo's popularity. But another thing about Leos is they're so defensive. They cannot be wrong either. Everything turns into a competition. They think you're telling them they're wrong, like they'll fight you on it. But yeah, overall, I feel like those are like pretty normal things though, so I can't say they're that bad. But as for good, I feel like they're pretty good friends. In my experience, I've like gotten along with Leos, but I also don't know that many, so I don't know. They're not usually the type to be sitting in the corner on their phone, so like that's a plus. Okay. Next is the Virgo. I think I dislike Virgos more. I might dislike Virgos just as much as the bad Cancers, but it depends again. So the thing I don't like about Virgos is kind of like Aries. They need to be right about everything. They'll kind of play like devil's advocate. So an Aries in a fight, they just like don't want to be wrong, but a Virgo just wants to like stray from the typical opinion and play devil's advocate, but they also don't want to be wrong about it, you know? They're also like very much smart asses. One thing that's good about them is that they're smart. They know they're smart, so they're not very like humble about it. Virgos are definitely the type of people in a class discussion to like raise their hand 10 times in like an hour-long period. Also, Virgos are giant people pleasers. I feel like it's really hard to read them. Like you never know how they're really feeling. At least coming from my Gemini self, I overanalyze people and it's really hard to read a Virgo because they're usually lying. Like they're the type of people to be like, oh yeah, I'm fine with that, but then like secretly hate what they're doing, you know? So I don't like that. I like when people are upfront, and Virgos aren't the most upfront. As for the good things, I feel like the bad things on the other side of the spectrum can kind of be good too. The academics part, they're very good at bullshitting their way through academics. I feel like they can study for a test for 5 minutes and get like an A+++. I don't know, they're just like good at school. They always just have like witty things to say. Let's just move on to the Libra, which is my moon sign. I forgot to say my rising is a Cancer, which is kind of funny because like I don't like Cancers that much. But Libra, so their symbol is the scale, which is so fitting because for the first thing that is bad, I feel like they're also people pleasers. They will tell you what they think you want to hear, a lot like Virgos. Virgos and Libras, this applies to both of you. You guys are people pleasers Just say how you feel. But anyways, as for the balance thing and being people pleasers, I definitely feel like something a Libra would do is be like, I want to go out and party, woo, and then they'd somehow be in bed by like 9:30 p.m. At the same time, they're just very balanced people, and I feel like I kind of take part of that to heart because I have a Libra moon. Okay, and then as for the good things about Libras, I feel like they're pretty good mediators with like friends. They tend to like stay out of drama. Again, they're balanced people, so they're really good at like balancing their social life and school life. For all the bad things I said, like they're really not that bad of a sign. Like they're just very neutral people. Okay, next is Scorpio. If you're trying to think of someone who's a Scorpio in your life, it's not hard at all because every Scorpio makes it very, very well aware to everyone around them that they are a Scorpio. They talk about it, tweet about it, they horny tweet. Every Scorpio does that. I don't know why. But they kind of have like crackhead energy low-key. I feel like they're the type of people to just like start a fight because they're bored. I don't know, they just like drama, like it kind of fuels them. They need attention or they will like suffocate. They're very good at gaslighting, which is very wrong, but they're good at it, which is bad. But like they're good at it. As for the good things, they're just like fun to be around. I feel like they're always there starting the conversations, making sure the energy in a room is still good. I think the aggressive side of them can easily be turned into passion instead, which is a good thing. Okay, next is a Sagittarius. I don't have a problem with Sagittarians. Is that how you say it? They're very like theatrical people. They're very creative and like artistic. They're the type of people you'll see on TV or something. I feel like they're very, very independent and get the job done. Okay, wait, I'm supposed to start with bad things. Bad things. That was all the good things. For some reason I started with good. They definitely lie a lot in a story to like make it more interesting. Really good storytellers, but like too good to the point where they make it more interesting by lying, you know? They just like over exaggerate, I guess. Very passionate, driven, independent, hardworking people. Next is the Capricorn. I always forget about Capricorns. I don't know why. They don't stand out to me. I feel like they're kind of weird. They're kind of socially awkward, which makes them forgotten. I don't know a lot of Capricorns because they're so quiet. I think they're like a little boring, no offense. Like they're definitely not the person in the room to like make the plans. They're followers. I think since they're the people that are like kind of in the corner of a room, like not talking to anyone, that means they stay out of drama a lot. Like they're also like Libras, pretty good mediators, or they'll just like not comment on drama, which is like a good thing, something I can't relate to. And I feel like as far as friends go, like since they don't necessarily have like a big group always, they do cherish the friends they have and they're like really good to their friends. Oh my god, my battery's about to die. Okay, I'm gonna move on to Aquarius. Aquariuses, they're also very weird people, but they're like creative weird, like unique weird. Ellen DeGeneres is an Aquarius I can think of, and I feel like she kind of exemplifies Aquarians. They're just kind of like quirky, out there, funny. Also, on the bad end, they're weirdos. I think they kind of insert themselves in things that they shouldn't be part of. And like they're a little self-centered, just like a little bit. That's really all I have to say about Aquarians. I don't really know that many, honestly. Okay, last one, Pisces. So these bitches are emotional as hell. They're very sensitive people. They're clingy as fuck. And like Tauruses, I think they're also pretty emotionally impulsive. They don't really think with their head, they think with their heart, which can be good and bad. You decide, I don't know. But as for good, on like the clingy and emotional part, they're really good boyfriend, girlfriends, like friends. They stick up for those they love. For how clingy and emotional they can be, I feel like it comes from a good place. Like it's not necessarily like emotionally manipulative like a Cancer. I think their intentions come from like a good place rather than like trying to be like clingy and manipulative, you know? That's really all I have to say. Sorry if I roasted you. Please don't hate me. Again, it's just a zodiac sign. I feel like I don't identify much with my sun sign, so maybe you don't. I don't know. That's really it. Comment down below. Tell me what your guys' zodiac signs are and tell me what you do relate to based on what I said. Sorry if I hurt your feelings. If you want more videos like this, because this is like not what I usually film at all, but if you want more videos like this, let me know. Thanks for watching!